The ideas expressed in the following presentations are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views of ACI or its committees. ACI web sessions are recorded at ACI conventions or other concrete industry events and will be made available for viewing free of charge for 1 week. Thereafter, they will be archived on the ACI website or added to ACI's online CEU program, depending on their content.
All right, the hot topic. First out of the chute. Is it all on the contractors? Now, I was kind of thinking more contractors would be here tonight, so hopefully we have a few. The failure of concrete repairs. So who the heck are these guys that are presenting to you tonight, and who are they to judge the contractor? But what I'd like to present to you is, that in all seriousness, the repair code, one of the repair code's objectives is to create a level playing field. And in that way, we're going to improve, we, the Institute, are going to improve contracting. And repair contractors are going to get a fair shake here. And that's really what I wanted to talk to you about tonight.
I'm worried about little Dilbert. He's not like other kids.
What do you mean?
Yesterday, I left him alone for a minute, and he disassembled the TV, our clock, and the stereo.
That's perfectly normal. Kids take things apart.
Oh, the part that worries me is he used the components to build a ham radio set.
Oh, dear.
Is that bad?
Normally, I'd want to run an EEG on him, but the machine isn't working. It's worse than I feared.
What is it?
I'm afraid your son has the knack.
The knack?
The knack. It's a rare condition characterized by an extreme intuition about all things mechanical and electrical, and utter social ineptitude.
Can he lead a normal life?
No. He'll be an engineer.
No!
All right, here we go. So 2 case studies. Precast double T's, same repair type, 2 different contractors. But before I get into that, let's just step back. Why do we need to repair and strengthen? Well, we've got overloading, deterioration, use of inappropriate materials. Khalid, you like your slides? I liked them. Design and construction errors, undergoing expansion, accidental effects, environmental. But how big is it? That's 18 to 21 with a B. 18 to 21 billion. Kind of hard to wrap your head around that. But now we have these factors that affect concrete and also affect our repair. And we'll just take a closer look at construction, repair methodologies. But this is the issue, right? 0 to 5 years, 20% fail. I get to 11 to 25. Not exactly a track record for sustainability, right? So it's not the contractors completely, right? We have engineering issues. They're mostly Tracy, but besides that. And we have construction issues, believe it or not. We've got non-standard design, we've got accelerated construction, we've got repair applications, workmanship issues. So now I'm going to zoom in a little bit on workmanship issues and material quality. So is it really the contractor? Can we as an industry change the repair quality? That's kind of what we're trying to do, right? That's why we're here. That's why we have a hot topic tonight. Can we set the minimum standard that creates a level playing field? And if so, will then the cream rise to the top? So in trying to prepare for all this and having to compete with Dr. Marcotte, I had to stretch myself a little bit, and so I wanted to present two exact repairs designed by the same engineering firm, but with two completely different contractors, and I wanted to step back and look at it. And the first one here is moving day. Now, I came across this project, and how many of you have moved with your significant other? It's not a good experience, right? It's even worse when this happens. And so I came upon this couple, and right as she was asking him if you certainly got the insurance, right? That would be a no. So this is my precast double T right after the event. And pretty easy to assess, right? Yep, you smacked it good. We're looking at this region. But while this was going on, up in Dallas, we also had a rogue forklift driver. And he did that. And you can just barely see it's a very similar breakout, right? Almost identical T's, almost identical situation. And so here's the engineer's repair approach. We're going to remove shoring, preload, saw cut. This is all right out of the ICRI playbook, right? Repair the concrete, place the material per the manufacturer's recommendations, leave the preload in place till the repair material meets minimum strength. Very straightforward. And so here's a little bit of a shot of the forklift plans, and you can kind of see this is a plan view. They want to put some preload here. Here's the extent of the damage. Remember, it's the same engineering firm. So many of the variables are the same. So here's kind of their repair approach. They're going to dial in here. They have it specified. In fact, what I will tell you is that moving day occurred slightly before forklift day. And so the two engineers, same firm, collaborated. And so moving day actually sent pretty much the drawing package and specs to forklift day. And so they start out, straightforward demo, prep, a little rough around the edges, but it's all there. This particular contractor, we said, hey, you should probably get a qualified repair contractor. This is a GC that said, no, I got it. Our guys can do it. There's nothing to repair. Moving day, however, they took the option B. They asked the engineer, who's good? They went and got the repair contractor recommended. So back to the forklift garage. Here's a little bit of preload. Whoops. Here's their mixing material. I will gladly accept the check from Sika for displaying the product. Formwork, placement, but if we take a closer look at the placement, yeah, some of you start to see it, right? Whoops. Not great consolidation. A little bit of a gap there. But it's easy, right? Anybody can do it. In addition to this problem, let's take a look at the materials. There is an art to using prepackaged material, right? We've all heard about it, talked about it, and certainly the 562 repair code gives you a fair bit of guidance in this regard. Whoops. Now we've got two issues. We don't meet strength. We've got all kinds of gaps. So now what? Well, now we come back with repair 2. So in order to fix repair 1, now we're in repair 2 with CFRP. So the question now is, do you think the two repairs were equal? Now we've doubled the repair cost. And that's what it looks like. Not exactly what the owner was hoping for. But what about moving day? Very similar repair details, right? A little bit different. This engineer decided to put his preload right there, but you know, it's a different weight, right? So they were just taking advantage of the weight they had. Here's the demo, here's the prep. Now you start to see some interesting things. Notice the saw cut and the prep, right? Pretty dang nice looking repair. And he's thinking, well, I'm going to gravity feed this, but I got to figure out a way to get a little head pressure. And this engineer didn't tell him this. So he's prepped here. He's ready to go. That's right when he closed it up. I think I got a slide of there's his preload. Pretty straightforward. Now carefully mixing his material, and this contractor chose not to do it by volume, but to do it by weight. Water cement ratio, right? By weight. You're sure to get it right. So he has the exact spread he wants. That's just a little over 24 inches, if you can see my slide. And then here's his placement technique. You remember those vent holes? But he has them raised so he gets a little head pressure, right? But he decides that's not quite good enough, so he cuts these blocks to fit and gets the handy barbells out, right? And a few witness holes just to make sure he's got it. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? No CFRP there. All in one shot. So my question back to you is, creating a level playing field gives the qualified contractor a chance and some skin in the game. And with that, I'm done. Thank you.